Okay folks, we're going to have a quick conversation about unit of measure conversions. The first thing we're going to look at is length. Okay, here's an example of a line. It is one dimension, so length has a start and an end point, but it's just one dimension, so you could think about it as a 1D. An example of a 2D shape would be a rectangle. You've got two dimensions. You have width and height. Okay, so there's two dimensions here, width and height, and we'll put a little L here for length for the 1D. And then of course we have 3D shapes. Here's an example of a cuboid or a rectangular prism. This shape has three dimensions. It has width, it has height, and it has depth. Now I do appreciate there are other terms that are interchangeable, but we understand the basic concepts of a 1D shape, a 2D shape, and a 3D shape. Now, when it comes to units of conversions, I'm going to give you an example. An example might be meters. So if I want to convert 2.5 meters to centimeters, when it comes to a one-dimensional conversion, well, let's look at what that looks like. So we know 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 2.5 meters would be 250 centimeters. So what we're doing is we're multiplying by 100. Now if we were talking about 2.5 meters squared, we would have two actual dimensions to convert. So what we would need to do here is we would need to multiply by the conversion twice, once for each dimension. So the actual number would be the same as multiplying by 10,000. Because we have 4 zeros in multiplying by 100 twice. So that number then becomes 25,000 meters squared. Similarly, if we're talking about a 3D shape and it's 2.5 meters cubed, and we want to find out what it is in centimeters cubed, then we're going to go ahead and multiply that by the conversion 3 times. So we'd have to multiply by 100, multiply by 100 again, and a third time. So we're multiplying by the conversion rate for each dimension. So that would show us that it's the same as multiplying by a million, because there's 2, 4, 6 zeros, and therefore that becomes 2,500,000 centimeters cubed. So there's an example of how we could do some units of metric conversions for 2D and 3D shapes for areas squared, such as surface area, and for 3D shapes with volume capacity.